Hello, Wizarding Wands and Mickey Ears friends. This is Catherine. Our Tuesday Topics and Tidbits is on summer vacation, but as always, there is lots of Disney and Universal news. So we'll be popping in to provide announcements and anything important that we want to share with you. And as always, we are readily available to answer your questions regarding Disney and Universal, planning that upcoming trip, or just thinking about it. Our Facebook group is a great resource, as is our YouTube channel. There is lots of news, so let's get started. We will start with Disney World. The Hall of Presidents will be reopening. We're really excited about this. In August, Hall of Presidents is an audio animatronic show about the U.S. presidents. It's updated every time there is a change. So we've had an election, so there'll be a new president joining the ranks of the Hall of Presidents. One tidbit about this is one of the coolest spots in the Magic Kingdom because it's air conditioned with lovely seating. This, however, is one of our family favorites. The history and the tradition. If you haven't checked it out, you definitely want to include that on your next visit, but especially if you're visiting this summer, and you're wishing there was a spot to cool off, you can look forward to that next year. But again, that will be opening as well. And some more entertainment news. August 1st, the Wonderful World of Animation evening show will return to Hollywood Studios. On August 8th, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor will return to the Magic Kingdom. Again, I consider this another one of those hidden gems you might not check out in Tomorrowland. Again, my family loves it. One that we typically visit as well. Again, another place to sit down in the air conditioning. Are you catching a theme, especially this summer? August 15th, Beauty and the Beast Live on Stage returns to Hollywood Studios. So another very anticipated show. This is an outdoor amphitheater that is covered. A very popular show at Hollywood Studios. Definitely one that you want to catch. And we're really glad to hear that is coming back as well. And another very popular show, August 21st, show, I say that, but it feels like a show, Turtle Talk with Crush, will be returning to Epcot. So as each week goes by, more and more of those favorites are returning, which just signals, again, a return to a little pre-pandemic normalcy in terms of entertainment and shows throughout Disney World. We also had great news this week. As you know, the 50th anniversary of Magic Kingdom officially kicks off on October 1st. But if you're visiting the parks now, you will see the 50th emblem already on Cinderella's castle. So we've previewed this. We love the colors and the theming, but the fact that that is already up just gets us even more excited. Jennifer and I will be there in October. We know there are a lot of our fellow Mickey Travels agents will be there as well. And actually a lot of you may be there too. So we're excited to see that happening so quickly as well. And in addition to that, even the Orlando International Airport is getting into the magic and excitement of the 50th anniversary. There will be a display there commemorating, again, this really big milestone for Magic Kingdom. So very exciting as well. A new poster was released teasing elements to come as part of the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruise experience. So we have mentioned this before. This is a whole new world for Star Wars lovers, I would like to say, or those fans, people who just really want that immersive experience. We still don't know a lot of details, but this will be a 2-night, 3-day story living experience. So it's not like going into the parks and Hollywood Studios and going to the Star Wars ride or the attractions. It's really, you are fully immersed in this world of Star Wars. So I can think of a number of people who would love this experience as well. This poster included a lightsaber experience, pictures of the dining room, which is a supper club with other worldly food and drink, and a picture of Batuu, as the experience will include a visit there. So a little preview of what's coming, and we've not gotten an update on what possibly would be part of this story living experience. So that is a great sign as well. We also have some dining updates to share, which we are really excited about as well. Again, in tune with more things returning, more restaurants opening, more dining experiences, and a lot of the favorites that we all love as well. Yachtsman Steakhouse will open on August 5th, and bookings open for that on July 29th. This is at Disney's Yacht Club Resort in the Boardwalk area, so a very popular, excellent restaurant. A new restaurant opening at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort on August 5th. Again, booking available on July 29th, a tapas, steak, and seafood restaurant. So another great option for those in that area. Coronado Springs is a moderate resort, but again, you can visit any of the Disney restaurants that are on property if you are staying on property or if you're not. So remember, lots of great options to check out as well. And Disney's Animal Kingdom, again, another great one that's returning, Pizzafari, which will begin serving on August 2nd. So great news as more dining options open for us to enjoy. There is some really big news for Disney Cruise Line as well. Disney Dream Bahamian sailings will start on August 9th. Just a few weeks, so we're so excited for that. There are a lot of details, so you're going to see me read a few things, so we want to make sure you're getting this information as well. So all guests must provide proof of a negative COVID-19 PCR test. This is at the guest expense, taken between 5 days and 24 hours prior to a sail date. All guests will be required to take a COVID-19 rapid test provided by Disney in the terminal prior to boarding and to comply with other health and safety requirements. The $65 test fee will be charged to the folio of all guests 12 years and older. For cruises departing from Florida through December 31st, 2021, guests 12 years and older must provide proof of a valid travel insurance policy. Guests who are fully vaccinated may choose to provide proof of vaccination in order to be exempt from that pre-trip and embarkation testing requirements unless arriving from outside the United States and travel insurance requirements. So again, if you're fully vaccinated, that exempts you from a lot of that as well. Guests age 2 and older are required to wear a face covering on the ship and at terminals, except in designated areas and situations. Certain onboard venues, experiences, and other offerings will be modified or unavailable. They'll have limited capacity and availability and may be subject to advance reservations. So again, that's a lot of information. That's a lot of changes if you've cruised with Disney before, if you're considering it. So again, we're sharing that as well if we're working with you as one of our clients to make sure you have the right information so you can do the best planning. But the good news is Disney is going to sail again. And again, it's going to be a process as well as they work really hard to keep the health and safety of everyone for first and foremost so that they can continue sailing. So as more Disney Cruise Line news comes, but this is again a huge sign and hopefully with lots of more exciting things to follow as well. Disneyland, we can tell you that our friends at Mickey Blog are there at Disneyland enjoying Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure for the next few days. So you can check out their streams. We'll be sharing them occasionally as well. But if you're curious about what is happening out on the West Coast with Disneyland, definitely check them out and be able to see the parks. And for those who don't know, Disneyland and Disney World do have different features as well. Some of the rides are different, but even some of the lands and the parks, things like that are really different. So we know a lot of you know Disneyland really well, and a lot of you know Disney World really well, but it's a great way to see another park and some of the same things and the differences. So we're excited about that. Disneyland continues to be open for booking for everyone. So if you're thinking about a Disneyland vacation, we can help you with that as well. In the most exciting news, I think, and I get to report it, not Jennifer, she's headed to the parks tomorrow. So she's on quite the epic trip for the next week plus. So you will definitely want to make sure that you're following along both on our Facebook page, but also in this YouTube group. There will be posts and, subscribe, click that bell icon so you know when she's going live. She'll be streaming from the parks a few times. She's staying at a number of different resorts as well. So she will be telling us everything about food and wine, what's happening in the parks, capacity, things like that. So look forward to all of those posts as well. Not much Universal news right now. We can tell you that it is booking quickly. So if you're thinking about a Universal vacation for the rest of 2021 or even looking further than that, you definitely want to go ahead and get that booked. As we've shared in the past, Universal does a different way of booking and surge pricing is part of that. So based on availability, pricing can rise. So especially if you're thinking during the busier times that may be coming around the holidays, if you're thinking about a universal vacation, staying on property, or even just getting those tickets, we can help you with that as well. But that's something, and Disney World's the same way. As we all know, and you may know, more people are traveling. So there's definitely less capacity happening at a lot of the resorts, and with park pass reservations being required for Disney, Universal does not have that system, but you still want to make sure that you get the resort and the timeline that you would like to visit. So again, we're here to help you with all of that as free vacation planners. Packing, that is one thing Jennifer mentioned on our Facebook group as well, and a lot of you ask that a lot. What's the best way to pack for a vacation? We all have our different methods. Jennifer and I are kind of polar opposite how we travel. I can tell you I'm on vacation out of state with my family for the week. Not as organized as Jennifer is. So that's just the way it is. But if you're on our Facebook group, check out how she already has all of her outfits planned for the week. Jennifer and I have older children, so we no longer have to pack for them. They get to pack for themselves. But if you're thinking about coordinating any outfits for photo pass pictures or anything like that, it's great to think ahead. Packing cubes are one thing that we advise. We also have a great Amazon store with a lot of our favorite items. Again, things that we have tested and tried and have found to be really popular, but also really helpful. So definitely go ahead and check that out. And that gives you just another source of information as you get ready for a trip, especially if you're traveling with children or kids of all ages as well. Being organized is always a good thing as well. So since Jennifer will be out in the parks and visiting, let us know if there's things you want to see. Is there something in the park? Is there a food item? Do you have a question about how things are different? We'll do our best to answer those for you or show you those items, but definitely chime in and let us know. You can comment here or in our group as well. So that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. As always, as I mentioned, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified when we go live with our streams or whenever we're popping in to share news or other information. So until next time, enjoy the journey.